Good evening. This is Melissa with the StockSwoosh.com and welcome. Welcome to a trade review online. Really ended up being a very nice play today, and the funny thing was this actually gapped yesterday. It gapped on the 2nd of July and I didn't do it. I watched it, I had it on my list, and I was more interested in BBRY on the 2nd. And you know, the funny thing was I wasn't even going to trade today because it was before a holiday. I got up this morning. I was just like, well, let me just see what that BBRY is going to do, because BBRY did not go to the full-on target yesterday. So I did get up this morning, was looking at that, and really just looking at the continuation gaps. And I saw this thing here. So I ended up doing this not on the day of the gap, which is unusual for me, but the second day. And I didn't even get this whole thing today. This went so much farther than I ever thought that it would. In fact, it just went off a cliff. So the real target on this was, you know, 26, 25.50, even $25. Look where it went. And this is huge. This is just in the last 2 days. It's just an enormous sell-off that's happened in this stock. This is a perfect example why, you know, just because something looks extended, it could still go down or up. Okay, if you're looking at an up gap, either way, more. Something may look so like it can't possibly go any farther than it can possibly even go, then it's even gone, and yet it can. Okay. So that's the lesson to be learned from here. Low was 22.35. Yeah, thought it was 22. It was 22.35. This really just basically ran out of time because the market was only open a half day today. It was only open for a portion of the time, and all this goings on here, you can see. Yeah, look at this. Very, very unusual. This is a 5-minute chart. Let me look at this actually. This is all stuff that's really pre-market, or post-market really, because today the market closed early. Look how strange it looks. That's interesting. Just looking at that now. Huh. Because the market closed at 1 o'clock today. Anyways, you know, let's just go over the day of the first day. Okay, so the first day I did watch this. Didn't end up trading it, like I said. Although it was on my watch list on the 2nd, it was a news-related gap. That's what happened here. And all that this did today was just a continuation. How did I know this was going to work today? Well, the immediate confirmation of the weakness was one of the reasons, number one. And number two, the way that the bar closed yesterday, when I went back and looked at it then last night and this morning, I was a little surprised because I thought the stock was done. Hold on, this is 15-minute. I thought the stock was done here. See, this was the first bar of the day at 9:30. Came down at a nice fall through. At 11 o'clock, it did not break a new low. 28.33, 28.35 is basically an area. I thought it was done. Now it had a hard rally up. But this reset up yesterday afternoon and fell off into the close. I noticed that. Again, it just ran out of day yesterday. Okay, so that coupled with the placement of where it was this morning was confirmation that it was going to continue. I never thought this would continue like this yesterday afternoon. Got off of it. And it did. I mean, I thought 28, maybe if it went under the low here. Maybe 28, 27.50. It went all the way down. I think the low was 27. No, it was 26.85 yesterday. Yeah. So it was pretty big. Anyways, today this thing opened here and dropped and had a 75-cent drop right away in the first bar. Now, I know that doesn't seem like a lot, but that's actually something that's showing that it's weak, okay? Considering the drop that it had the day before, the extension that it had on the 2nd, to drop like this 75 cents right out of the open is showing weakness. Now, the spiky tail thing here doesn't look great, okay? But it's popping some people out. And here was the entry. Now, as it turns out, this actually swooshed, okay? I didn't know this at the time, though, okay? So I actually was in the trade. I actually was in the swoosh. This happens like once in a blue moon. And I did a little experiment here today, actually, where I put the stop at a place that was really what I call a cheat. What do I mean by a cheat? Well, it's really supposed to be above here. I'm experimenting with something. I create things all the time for myself in order to trade and evolve and trade more skillfully. So I did something a little bit different today, and I ended up getting into there, and then I was completely out. So then I watched it for the normal entry, okay, after this move here, which this move here and this drop down in here was really a beautiful move. I mean, from here to here, it was more than a buck. And to get something like that the day before holiday in 5 minutes, again, I was playing the swoosh unexpectedly, didn't anticipate it, didn't plan it, and it just ended up working out that way at the time. Because this really wasn't a swoosh. I mean, this is not a swoosh here, this first bar. This is, but I didn't know that at the time that I got in it. And I did not get this entire move. I did go back into it then a second time, and then I got out down in here after it started backing up in here around 24 something. After that, it set up again and dropped almost $2 after that. I mean, this is one of these things where, you know, you have absolutely no idea where the stock's going to go on the day. You take these things, you get in them. It looks like it's done. I mean, this looked like it was done here to me. When it started breaking down here, it did a double bottom at 23.63. This is an exit. But as it turns out, guess what? It reset up again and fell again, and this is the portion that I didn't get. That's that last third drop off there. But you know, you get to a point where you're like, you're up so much money for the day. You have a beautiful trade. I did something new. I experimented with my not with my entry, but with my stop positioning in this today, and it ended up paying off. So it's something that I may do and incorporate into my own trading. I've been following it and tracking it. That's what you have to do when you do new things. This bar, though, the way that this traded and ended today, just even ran out of time. It was one of those things where it probably would have gone to $17 today if the market would have been open at 4 o'clock. There's a problem going on with this thing. It is disaster written all over it. Again, that's why you don't try to pick where something will bottom out. And if you think something's too extended down or too extended up, and you think it might be novice or something, or turn climactic or something like that, no, that's not what is happening here. The stock is actually falling off a cliff, dropping, bleeding lower. And it's confirming that in everything that it does. Now, I lay off this on Friday if you're going to trade Friday, even though I advise people not to do that with the holiday. It's definitely something for a longer term. Longer term. I mean, the bigger target if you're a swing short this is $21, $20.50. It's not even that far away from that. Look at that. Look at that. $18.50. This is unbelievable, actually. It is almost at what would be the swing target. And you occasionally see those. I mean, Lulu actually kind of set up that way, going to the bigger target pretty quick, and so did IMFI. And this thing, the same thing. Look at that. Really incredible. So this is Melissa with thestockswoosh.com. This is Line. Beautiful gap on July 2nd and a continuation gap today on July 3rd. And I'd like everyone to have a wonderful holiday. Have a great holiday tomorrow on July 4th. Have a great rest of the week off. Everybody take it easy. Work on your trading stuff. Go over your trading plan. Get ready for earnings season starting on Monday. Relax. Enjoy the holiday. Go to a picnic and have a great weekend. If you need anything or would like more information on the upcoming GAP class, please feel free to email me at melissa@thestockswoosh.com. The next class is July 20th and 21st. And the trends class is actually before that. The next trends class is July 14th. If you'd like more information on that, it's a Sunday. I'm doing it all in one day from 9 to 5. And the class is on trends. Talk about reading trends. Look at this guy. Beautiful. So email me at melissa@thestockswoosh.com for more information. Thanks, everyone. Have a great day.